Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of A Slice of Fried Gold. My name is Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
That was very somber.
Make sure you're trying to go a bit sort of...
It's a spooky episode.
It's a spooky episode in the daylight.
In the day, bright and sunshining. Well, I say sunshining.
It's sunshining now. It's obviously been raining at some point.
It has been very much raining, but I think that's the most of the UK at the moment at the time of filming. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and if you are listening to us on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. With that all being said, Ben, how the devil have you been?
Yes, so, how well do you know your flat?
My flat?
Your flat.
My flat very well.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you ever walk around it in pitch blackness?
Yes.
Okay. I do that too.
Okay, what happened?
I know my flat like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I think it also helps that I'm blind.
Yes.
So it means like I can even walk around my flat without my glasses on and you know, walking into the kitchen late at night just to put my glass on the counter before bed, and I stepped in something wet and slimy and sticky and everything, and I was like, oh god, what is this? And I was like, maybe I spilt something when I made myself dinner or something. So I reached over, turned the light on, looked down, I stepped on a slug.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Slugs are awful creatures!
Yeah! And I'd stepped on it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Even just bringing it up now, I'm like, huh?
I must admit, I'm started salivating, not for a good reason. Like, you know, the pre-throw up salivation. I'm kind of at that. Oh, God.
Yeah, I was like, huh? You know, and it was like, even like, I didn't even want to like lift my foot because I was like, if I lift my foot, I'm going to see it on the bottom of it.
I have to deal with it.
He was like, I'm just going to stand here for the rest of the night.
I will sleep standing up.
So, yeah. I have since discovered I have a slug problem in my kitchen.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Not every night, but like every other night, a slug appears.
Oh, no.
So now whenever I go into my kitchen at night, I'm like, I stop. I turn the light on, I'm like, scan. Before I go anywhere.
That again.
But the problem is, like, the first one, the one I stepped on, right in the middle of the kitchen.
Oh, really?
Not even by the edges, not by the door or anything. And I tried to follow its little trail.
Yeah.
And its trail only went 5 centimetres, So it was like, unless it's fallen from the fucking ceiling, I don't know.
Mission Impossible slug.
Mission Impossible slug. I don't know where this fucking slug's come from. All the others have come from, like, round the edges.
Okay.
But they've not been at the same edges.
Okay.
So I really don't know where it's come from. I'm going to have to, like...
You're going to have to inspect the outside of the property.
Oh, there's trails, there's, like, slime trails everywhere outside the property. And what I'm going to have to do is going to put, like, a rim of salt around the kitchen.
Put a pentagram in the centre.
I'll do that when I leave. You know, just as I leave, I'll put a pentagram and a Ouija board, eh? What was that like, Pat?
Yeah, that was freaky.
So that was that.
Yeah.
I got accosted by a random guy on the street.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Aircon. You're going a bit hard there. Basically, I parked in his parking space.
Oh, one of those guys.
Yeah. Like, I get it. I get annoyed when people park on my road. Yeah. But it's a free road. It's not permit parking.
No.
You can't get upset. And yet he like proper was like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Do you live down this road?" I was like, "No, I'm visiting friends."
Right.
And he's like, "Well, you've taken up my parking spot." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, fuck off.
And he like tried to be like proper intimidating. The problem is he had a strong Middle European accent.
Okay.
So I couldn't understand what he was saying. So he was like trying to be threatening. I was just like, sorry, what? And he did like the whole thing of like patting the top of my car and everything. Like to try and like assert dominance. And all that was going through my head was like, mate, if we get into a bus stop now, I've got your DNA. You know? Like we get in a bus stop, I call the police and the police are like, well, who is this guy? I'm like, there's his handprint right there.
Yeah.
Like, mate, you've just screwed yourself over.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Oh dear.
And I don't know why, but everyone's supposed to have a fight or flight response.
Yes.
I seem to have neither.
Yeah. You just kind of like chilled, didn't you?
I'm just kind of like, wait, what? What's going on?
But the thing is, normally in that situation, it's me and you together,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm the one that gets punched.
Yes.
The problem is that I wasn't there, so I'd love to have known how it played out. Your bodyguard isn't there, like your pincushion.
It's like that time, remember, when I was going around the roundabout properly.
Yes.
And the guy got upset because
Yeah.
I beat him to the roundabout and he had to wait for me, and then he like followed me, and once
we
I parked up.
It was a McDonald's drive-thru.
It was in the McDonald's drive-thru, that's it. And he came up outside your window, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't go driver's side window. He went to passenger side window and then wanted to talk to me about it. I was like, motherfucker, I'm not driving.
Yeah. Talking of driving,
Yes.
I also was driving along. I was doing a moderate speed, shall we say.
Yes.
And some fella had the gall to come right up behind me and flash me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, mate, I'm not even like going slow.
Yeah.
I am not speeding. I'm not being illegal for any policeman that might be listening or watching. I was doing a speed limit.
The one that was meant to be on the road.
Yes. And he was like flashing me, and it was like, I was in the overtaking lane, I was overtaking the slow traffic, I was going at a decent speed, overtaking the slow traffic. Why are you flashing me?
Yeah.
I was like, eventually I pulled over and he went past. He had a marble wrap on his car.
Oh my God.
And the first thought went through my head was, yeah, if I had that on my car, I'd want to get home as quickly as possible too.
Yeah. I wouldn't be seen.
I wouldn't want to be seen in a fucking car with a fucking marble wrap.
That's ridiculous.
I know. Like, you go into an auto shop car place where they paint and spray cars for you. Or what would you want? Tell me, you know what? Make mine look like a kitchen worktop.
Yeah. Seen those posh people worktops? I want one of them.
And it was just like, what the hell? As the camera died.
Potentially, I can't see. Sorry if you're not. Yeah.
Oh, she died.
She died.
We still got audio though, I think.
It's fine.
Listen to our sultry voices.
You love it, people.
So there's that.
Yes.
And then final thing, you can tell it's been a while.
We haven't seen each other for like 2 weeks.
Because I've got lots of stuff to say. Theatre etiquette, I want to bring it back up again.
Okay.
Like, we complain about cinema etiquette.
Yeah.
I've been to the theatre this week.
You have.
And there was some little girl doing a running commentary 3 seats away from me.
Yeah.
And I had to really hold my tongue from saying anything.
Yeah.
Based on the running commentary she was giving,
Yes.
I get the feeling there might have been some learning difficulties. Hence why I held my tongue.
You have to, don't you?
Because it was kind of like, there's elephants on the stage. It's like, yes, we can all see that there's elephants on the stage. We don't need you to point it out.
Note, Ben went to see Lion King.
Yes.
There wasn't just random elephants on the stage.
My issue here was she was with her grandma. And she kept going, Gran, look. And rather than the Gran going, yes, okay, but you need to be quiet, blah, 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 blah. The Gran was going, yes, I can see. And she was encouraging it.
Oh,
and I was just like, There was one moment, however, where this girl nearly had me roaring with laughter.
Okay.
And that was in the song Hakuna Matata.
Okay.
So, of course, in the film, they use Hakuna Matata as the time jump, so you go from baby Simba to adult Simba.
Yes.
And in the West End musical, spoiler alert, they use it for the time jump as well.
Okay.
So the song starts with baby Simba.
Yeah.
And then adult Simba jumps on, like, he disappears and adult Simba jumps onto stage. And the moment adult Simba jumps on stage, this little girl goes, oh my God, he's gotten so big. And I was like, I'm sorry, it's not the same person. There's not a time machine backstage.
There's no DeLorean out the back.
Quick, get in the DeLorean.
That's further down the road.
And I was just like, don't say anything, don't.
Like, composure. Just as well I wasn't there, I think we would have set each other off.
Yeah. But yeah, that's been my week.
That's fair.
Paddy, how are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. I've had a lovely holiday. I've been away. I've sat in the sun for 8 days. I have done something then on holiday that I've never done before. I read a book.
Oh my God.
Not only did I read a book, I then beat my personal record and then read another book.
Oh my God.
So I want to talk to you about the Thursday Murder Club books.
Okay, I've never read them.
They are very, very good. Definitely worth a read.
So I've heard.
They are making a movie of it. It's coming out next year. So I recommend reading them.
Okay.
definitely read them. Anybody that hasn't read them, it's worth it. They're not heavy literature, but they're not like overly light literature.
Yeah, but you know me, I like a heavy literature. I did all the current Game of Thrones books in 9 months.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I feel like you could read them and like probably do it.
Oh, if I put my mind to it, I could probably burn through them in a day.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 4 at the moment.
Like, I remember the last holiday we went on, I think I took that sort of chunky 600-page book. And I'm not talking about America because that was 2 weeks. I think, was it The Canaries?
Yeah, Canaries.
I took that 600-page book and was gone.
Yeah, you did.
Through.
I was dying that holiday.
I somehow managed to kill you that holiday, didn't I?
Yeah, that was bad. But like, I had a great holiday, read a couple of books, recommend Thursday Murder Club books if anybody's looking for a new book and hasn't read it, definitely go read that, especially in preparation for the film. But with that being said, speaking of films and books, shall we talk film?
And menacing people tapping on cars?
Yes.
Ooh, tie-in.
So we've just been to see Speak No Evil.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ben's second sitting because he went to go see it before while I was away.
Yes.
And then we went to go watch it again together.
Well, it's not like we could have talked about it together without you watching it. So.
Exactly that. Ben, do you want to do initial thoughts?
I shall do initial thoughts. I'm going to firstly say, this is a film that needs watching twice.
Oh, okay.
And I also said twice, a bit weird then.
You did?
Yes.
Anyway.
Twice.
2 times.
This is a film that needs watching twice. Because, of course, there's a plot twist that's quite decent, halfway through, 3/4 of the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to watch it a second time, knowing that plot twist is coming, you pick up all the little subtle things that they drop at the start of the film. So this is very much a film that you need to see twice. Whether you need to see it twice in the cinema, maybe you see it once in the cinema, or wait till it comes out on streaming to watch it again. Probably the better option. You probably don't need to go see it twice unless you see it. Unless you've got unlimited cards like us. James McAvoy. Thick Daddy, shall we can't start calling him. He could be a psychopath and I'd be okay with it. I'd be like, sure, you want to do that? Cool.
But he plays them so well, in Split and everything.
I'm worried that he's going to start getting typecasted as the psychopath. And you know what? Good for him. Because that's a steady work stream for him.
He'll get work.
We've got another movie with a psychopath. Who should we have? James McAvoy, obviously. Oh yeah, of course. He also. I want to know who made this film because they have a sick, twisted sense of humour, and I want to shake their hand. Because they have a Scotsman. They called him Paddy, which is an Irish name, and made him sing a song about England. Like slow clap.
Just insult imagery.
That's just brilliantly we've got a Scotsman playing this character. What should we do? Make him sing a song about how great England is.
Yes, he loves it.
Chef's kiss. I bet you he proper hated that.
He probably did. Knowing James McAvoy, he probably did.
But interesting storyline, interesting concept. Well executed. It holds your attention. I've not really got any notes for this film. It's, from what I remember watching it the first time, it's a slow burn at the beginning.
It is. I felt that.
But then watching it a second time, that slow burn kind of dissipated because instead I was looking for all the subtlety bits and everything. And so I was like, oh shit, we're here. We're at the end. So it definitely improves on the second watch.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good to know, because I'd like to watch this again.
Whether it improves on the third watch, probably not. No. Probably the second watch is probably your peak, your apex of quality.
Exactly that.
But it's a good film, because you're not in on the joke with James McAvoy's character. You're led along the storyline like the main characters. But you've got enough knowledge that you're sitting in the film, just go in the screen, going, "Don't do that! Stop it! Go! Don't open that door!" Is that kind of thing?
It's that classic thing of just you're sitting there in any horror movie. It's why are you going back into the house? Don't go into the basement. It's obviously haunted.
As you know, I mean, they put it towards sex. They said, the brain is the greatest sex organ in the body. It's also the best horror organ. Don't make the film scary. Just make it
Let your
imply scariness, and
your
the brain will do the rest. And this is very much one of them things.
It is.
But yeah, I can't really say anything else. It's a good film, no notes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to pass it on to you, Paddy.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty much in the same boat. I enjoyed everything, like direction, acting, James McAvoy, everybody else, supporting cast, great. It was very clever, and like you said, I watch a lot of psychological thrillers and horrors and things like that. Anyway, they're my favourite kind of horror film, and you can see the little drops and hints and the little things like the background things if you're paying attention to doors and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very clever in that sense and how they filmed it. It goes without saying that I would now like to also watch the original that's only a couple of years old. It's 2002.
Oh, right, okay.
And I think it's Danish that this movie is based on. That apparently it's already well documented that the ending is different. Like in Hollywood, most movies do. They kind of change things when they do an adaptation of it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I was sitting there. I was wincing when I needed to wince, and I was doing the "No, girl, don't go in there." I was just get in the car and leave. What are you doing?
Also,
yeah.
I'm quite ashamed that I didn't clock this the first time I watched it.
Oh, okay.
But the main characters, Ben and Paddy.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's hilarious. We're in a movie, Ben.
We're in a movie.
And I am James McAvoy.
Yeah, and I'm some scrawny American guy. But also, there's another scene, something that we'll never see in real life that we saw in this film.
What?
Paddy driving.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to happen, people. It's not going to happen. The day that you see me behind the wheel, it's going to be weird. But yeah, I think it was great. I think it was one of those ones that you could definitely sit there and have a group of friends, proper movie night vibes, popcorn, drink, lights off, pitch black, proper Halloween movie as well. I think it's doing really well in the box office anyway.
Oh, right, okay,
but I think it needs to.
Has the camera gone again?
I think so. I'm telling you, I think it's filming in light.
Maybe the battery you put in thinking it's a new battery was actually an old battery?
No, it's still full.
No. Okay. Well, lots of pictures and gifs for this one.
Yes, lots of padding in. Sorry, people. But yeah.
We get most of our views on Spotify anyway, I think, don't we? Can you see how many views we get on Spotify?
Yeah. It's me and you.
No.
Me, you and Huffpuff.
And Scotland.
Oh,
Hi, Scotland!
Wow. I don't think Scotland's been watching.
Oh. I'm going to have words with him now.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no. Thoroughly enjoyable film. I recommend people go see it. I think it's one of those ones, especially, by the time this comes out, it's October anyway.
Yeah.
But it's spooky season, it's autumnal. I think it's definitely one to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find a fault with it, to be honest, I must admit. I mean, maybe the kids' acting was a little bit ropey, but apart from that, I don't think.
Which kid are we talking?
The boy.
He's
got a difficult job.
He's got a difficult job because, even when a seasoned actor is able to portray emotions and feelings without saying a single word, we applaud them. So for a kid to try and do it, he attempted it and
he ddid well. I think he did.
Yeah. He did as good as he probably could.
Yeah. I think, like you said, it's a difficult part to play, especially for a young actor.
Yeah.
Well, the weather certainly changed, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's because we're in Essex now.
Yeah. The Lord's bin.
Last night driving back from London. Yeah,
I bet
that was not fun. That was turn the music down, hands at 10 and 2 driving.
Ben never drives at 10 and 2.
No, yeah. I was about to say excuse me.
It's a handle gear stick, one on the hand of the wheel.
But it's more that turn the music, that whole thing of, I need to turn the music down so I can see better.
I can concentrate. But, I think it's worth. Do you want to talk about the plays that you went to see? I mean, because the second one you saw last night.
Hades Town.
Yeah, was it any good? Was it? Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the second half a lot.
Oh, okay.
My biggest problem with it was it took a long time to get going.
Right. Okay.
Do you know the story of Orpheus and I'm going to butcher this name. Eurydice?
As in the Greek mythology?
The Greek mythology one.
I don't know the story, but I think I know.
If I started saying it, you'll probably think Eurydice kicks the bucket. Orpheus goes down into Hades to bring her back. Hades lets them leave. The whole thing is Orpheus isn't allowed to look at her. Yeah. He's got to walk in front, and he's not allowed to look at her until they're both out of the underworld.
Yeah.
And then he crosses the threshold, so he's in the mortal realm. He's so excited, he turns around. She hasn't left the underworld yet, and she disappears. Yeah.
Cliff notes.
So it's very much Cliff Notes. No spoiler. It's an ancient Greek mythology.
Yeah.
No spoilers. You can't have spoilers for ancient Greek work.
No.
I'm putting a rule down. So they take that and they kind of adopted it, but like she only goes down. Like she only dies and goes down in the third to last song of the first half.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Right. So it's a lot of dicking about for the first half.
Right. Okay.
Like introducing all the characters, which is fine. I get it. Not everyone's going to know ancient Greek theatre.
Yeah.
Introduce the characters, but then each character's got to have a song.
Oh, okay. Like that. Right.
And the problem is, I think because this has also won so many Tonys, people aren't willing to criticise it. So when like the first half wrapped up, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so amazing! It's like so amazing! I just can't even how amazing it is." And I was just like, "Really?"
It was. Oh, we wanted the same thing here.
Like, yes, it's staged well, it's sung well, it's performed well, the choreography is brilliant. The story needs to get a fucking move on. You know, so I don't. Yeah, that's my opinion on it.
That's fair. That's good opinion. Right, should we do final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Stepping on slugs, nasty
work, that one.
If you're going to wrap your car, don't do a marble effect. Come on.
Good lord.
And if you're going to flash someone who's
doing the speed limit,
a good speed, why? It's not needed.
Don't be like that.
Don't be like that.
And if you're going to threaten somebody in the car, don't leave DNA evidence.
No.
I mean, that's just basic 101 murder.
Yeah. God. Thing was, he was actually, I forgot to add this. He was sitting in his van, which was next to my car, but he had a van and a car, and I'd taken the car's spot.
Oh.
So he was sitting in his van, like having his lunch break, and he's like, "You're in my spot." I was like, "But you're in your van, in a spot.
Yeah.
Get over yourself." Talking of which, if it's not a permitted road,
it's tough shit.
Tough shit.
It's free fall.
Thursday
Motor Club books. Definitely go see them. Very much looking forward to the film.
What did I say? If you're going to snap at someone for talking in the cinema or theatre, make sure they're not got
special needs. For the love of God, don't be that person.
And finally, Speak No Evil. Decent film. Go see it.
Film. Yeah, really, really good.
No notes.
No notes. Which is a first.
For a while.
For a long while. With that all being said, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. Look, it's been 2 weeks. Okay, I'm allowed to stumble. Notification bell. If you're listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. Comment down below, all of there. And if you want, you can email us at sliceof5grammpod@gmail.com. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Bye.